What have Democrats sought to do here with this blueprint?
David, this is the first real reckoning that the Democrats have made with the stunning election defeat for them back in November that cost them not only the White House, but also both houses of Congress and left them absolutely decimated in governor's mansions and in state and local races. So it's been a real reckoning for the party, and I think for the first time since then, they've come to a consensus about how they should try to move forward. And I think the consensus is emphasize kitchen table economic issues above all else. One of the big criticisms of their approach in the last election, and many of their other defeats, earlier, I guess, throughout this, the 21st century so far, including in 2010, 2014, even 2002 and 2004, was that they didn't emphasize kitchen table issues enough. They tried winning constituencies basically one identity at a time. They would say one thing to African Americans, another thing to Hispanics. They would talk about LGBT issues with the gay community. Now what they're trying to do is have an overarching economic message that can connect with people who generally don't vote Democratic, namely white working class voters who President Trump won by a staggering 40 points.
You had a quotation in your piece on this, Sahil, the president tweeting this morning saying, quote, "More after 1 year of investigation with zero evidence being found. Chuck Schumer just stated that, quote, Democrats should blame ourselves, not Russia." Let me take on the latter part of that tweet there. How big a pivot is this for the Democratic Party to move away from talking, maybe not almost exclusively, but a lot here about Russian involvement in the U.S. presidential election?
It's a good question. I think it's less of a pivot for Democratic leaders because they have been pretty humble about the results of the election. They have not really blamed it on one thing or another, and I think many of them, including Senator Schumer, have accepted fault. I think they view Russia as being important because it's important, and it's a very easy thing to talk about because it tends to make a lot of news, and there frankly is a lot going on. I don't think it's necessarily a flip-flop for Democrats to be saying, well, that can be an issue, and we can also have been at fault for not doing enough to win the 2016 election. So I think they're a bit, separate. But President Trump is, of course, saying that this is, this is a major concession from Democrats, and to him, he seems to be implying that because the Democrats are admitting this, the Russia investigation should stop. I don't think that's quite how it's going to work.
Very quickly here, why are they in Berryville? Why are they in this town of fewer than 5,000 people outside of Washington, D.C. today?
The town belongs to a district that's represented by Barbara Comstock of Virginia. It's a swing district. Democrats believe, I'm told, that it's exactly the kind of district they need to win in order to win back the House and to be successful nationally. So it has that symbolic purpose.